A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. About to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Panthers offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Here's a hit. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Run it with the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to. It's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. To the air, it's Holstein. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He takes it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Georgia's offense will have its first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He's got it on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. You missed the 52-yard field goal, come up empty on the drive, and now momentum sort of swings to the offense as they'll snap it from the 35. They'll start this drive going to the air. Back open in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that 3rd down.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A missed field goal ruined the last drive. Now a chance to get points here on this drive in the 1st quarter. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field. Call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw it, Stockton. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the right. He's got it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
But sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Got his man. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push upfield, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Strong. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Hits him in stride at the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Fullback's got it. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Georgia going up tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to bully their way in. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The pit on the field and ready to roll. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. And some room to work. He's into the open down the middle. The 20. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The running back has it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the... Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Stockton. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the first.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. To the ground with the back. Nice move to keep running.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle from us.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. This offense has it with really good field position. Makes the catch. It's Humphreys. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Now facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, they execute the end route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Illinois answered the bell away from Champaign today with an impressive victory. The Fighting Illini knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And rolling out. Pulls it in. It's gone. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And I like this OC finding ways to get this guy the ball. Finding ways to get him in space. Finding ways to get him away from all the big uglies. Let him break some tackles and make some plays. So I like featuring the running back out of the backfield.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Got his man quickly. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Throwing right. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Strong. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys. Makes moves. He's down to the 21.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Holstein. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, David.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes
lots of room to run. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. He toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Quickly to the tight end. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Back to pass. The short hands, it's strong. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Pitt looking to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. This will likely be the last play of the half. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a three before they head to the locker room. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. That brings them to within 1. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on fourth down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Toss sweep to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Off-play action. Catch in the middle. It's strong. And the defense drags him down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hicks. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Out of the gun, the inside give. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense
It's on third down. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. A shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch on the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Pittsburgh will come to the line with a first and goal. Give to the big fullback. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to go up top. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on third and goal. To the air, it's Holstein. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He's looking to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got it in more than enough for a first down.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. It's a draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. We haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Now let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. That is no good. Guys, after that miss, we are still sitting on a 5-point game.
26, Georgia, 21.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the run, it's Goff. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Bears the pressure. Makes the grab at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Sam Houston looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 32 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Continues to fight for yards. They They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Dogs want to pick up the tempo.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down coming up. The give to the tailback. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He'll keep it himself. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
It's a draw. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. That's caught, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Good timing on the quick out. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the counter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
They'll run play action. Keeps the play going. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Works the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. He slings it deep to the left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's open on the right. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. To the air, it's Stockton. setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. The play action fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They boot it away. And they'll just down it right there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got his man. And he'll be brought down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The offense changing the play. They'll send the tight end in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Stockton. On the move, he fires. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Sets up the screen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up 4th down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
A 5-point game here, getting very late in the offense. Will stay on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw at Stockton. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.